a wonder.
Get your entry fees in.
Nature's surprise. Nature's surprise.
Entry fee submitted. Nicky Boy intensifies.
I don't oh god. Hello. Oh, audio working. I am alive. Words heard. Good. Yes. Perhaps.
See a wonder.
Maybe.
Couple years
Oh,
fee and no regrets.
No. What? Darzak. Jesus Christ. 2 years. Holy shit. Thank you, dude. I appreciate sticking around for so long. Diet Tab Waters. Thank you for the 33 months. Fucking hell. Dr. Zelda. Thank you for the Prime Magic spells. 34 months. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Nicky, you
What the hell? Ooh. Audio is audioing. Oh, excellent. As it all should be. As all good audio. Probably so is the Shivada rework. You know, it might be. There's a chance that it's still alive after all this time. That would be nice. That'd be swell, wouldn't it? I don't know. I don't know if we're ever gonna hear back about that. I mean, I was kind of, the writing was on the wall that it was gonna get at least iceboxed to some degree, considering that the person who was set to be the lead designer for it was part of the layoffs. So I'm not overly surprised that that happened. Cody's about to, no, you don't gotta send Munty. Who's what is? I don't even know what that means.
Nature's surprise.
Glad you're back, Nicky.
Oh,
We missed you.
oh,
Hope the break was a good time for you.
yes.
Anyway, I will be hiding in your walls again.
Thank you, Rakad Gundam. I appreciate it.
no.
22 months. Just there's no entry fee, Isaac. It's not real. It's not a real thing. I'm glad to be back, though. I'm glad to get starting to work on stuff. I'm feeling better. I've been able to just play some video games for fun. Heal my shoulder muscle and my back a bit, so I'm down to... I think I'm now actually down to physio. I still have to go this week, but I think I'm down to once every other week for physio. So we're getting there. We're getting better.
Nature's
We're almost
surprise.
back to full shape.
As someone who has ported several skins over to PC from Wild Rift, I am happy to see they are actually did it officially, and without harassment like last time.
Blue Jay, thank you for the 14 months, dude. Yeah, that was my first thought, because like, how convenient is it that after the Star Guardians whole shtick, when originally they weren't even going to include Oriana, Senna, and
Oh, hello.
yeah, I think it was just Oriana and Senna. They were just going to port Seraphine and Zion Rakan. As like, curious that they stopped after that. Isn't it little peculiar that was they announced it was this new big thing and then conveniently stopped after those ones got over. Is it even a pour? It's completely recreated. I noticed that the splash art was different. Like I think I have let me grab the original splash actually before we get this going. Where's the Stargazer Vex? There it is. Yeah, it's completely
out,
new
Daisy
splash.
Stampede!
Dobbs, did you win? Thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. So our reports of Vex in the thumbnail, but I don't know if that means porting skins to the main game. Yeah, I mean, it's the Stargazer Vex skin from Wild Rift is on PC. I haven't seen how it looks in game yet. I saw the splash and I was kind of like,
Use
whoa,
this
that's a
gift
wholly new
well.
splash. I'm with Smart. Thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate it. The Lilia's on the screen at the same time. To be fair, I have quite a few Lilia artworks in here. It's mostly dominated by Snake, but there's a few Lilia, Soraka,
I've got 2 thumbs
and
and a
there's one of
shield.
me and Lux.
Skarna skin wear.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's a price to be paid. You know, sticking there the 9 months, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, Scarter. One of these days, he's gonna get a skin, and it's gonna be
Oh,
like
hello.
at least on the quality bar of Spirit Blossom Ivern, as he deserves. It's at least to that quality. There's no entry. Oh wait, hold on. Is the entry fee emote working? Because I think I had them added now. There's the 3 new emotes should be working now. I think. Ah, there it is. 3 years, we probably got a good Vex skin. I find it hilarious that Vex has like just as many skins on Wild Rift as she does on PC, but they're all completely unique. So you could just make a whole bunch of Vex skins for PC just by taking over the PC versions. But this is also a good sign that maybe that Malphite ASU might actually be happening and they didn't cancel it. That would be nice. They do in fact work. Excellent. I like the gun one. That's my favorite. Spirit Blossom Ivern's downright tragic. This is coming from an Ivern main. Like, he's my favorite champion, dude. That's painful.
Oh,
That's
hello.
painful. Are they not porting all the Wilder skins? I don't think they could do that. I mean, there's like 150 of them at this point, man. There's a lot of Wilder exclusives and a shit ton more on the way. There's so many Wilder exclusives. It's kind of absurd at this point. If they start adding them slowly, they'll probably pick and choose which ones to do. I don't imagine they'd ever port over all of them. Because I've tried to... my explanation for Wild Rift exclusives has been like the development of skins for Wild Rift is a lot slower than the one it is for League. So they need to have some way to incentivize people to play Wild Rift over the PC version. And one of the best ways to do that is with exclusive skins. So I get bothered by it as well. Like everyone, I was like, man, there's a skin I would have liked to have on PC. But it's also, I understand why they do it. Probably do a mass ASU just import Wild Rift models and art. The thing is, it would, like, in theory, but then you think of, like, the new Zillion, right? New Zillion looks great. Like, it's a nice mix of this. It's not quite a one-to-one of the LOR design, but he still has his old model. So it's like, you fixed half the problem. So now he's got a nice looking design on an awful looking model with janky as hell
Nature's
animations.
surprise.
Here's my Yorick hat.
There's
fee.
no Yorick hat fee either, although it is hilarious that they actually gave him a hat. Thank you, though. I wrote it. Words. Thank you, Fen, for the 6
Nature's
months. I
surprise.
think my brain's broken.
Welcome back, boss.
Oh, thank you.
Doing my capstone project for University RN.
Oh, I've been there. I've been doing university work before. Good luck, soldier. Finish up your work. Thank you, Matter Talk. Save the 2 months. Also, the New Zealand ability. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that, like, an actual time slowing ability that isn't just a point and click. You can slow projectiles. I don't think they could ever make that work in League PC. I'd be happy to be proven wrong because it's cool as hell. As League's engine's a bit too busted and broken for it to work. I understand the Yorick hat thing. Didn't he have one of his older Pentakill skin? Yes. That's exactly it. Is that Yorick had a hat in his old Pentakill skin, and in all the promotional material for Pentakill 3, he had a hat.
Nicky Boy and Triffy.
There's no. I can't even say it doesn't exist because it technically the emote exists, but it doesn't exist. I mean, all the promotional material for Pentakill 3 Yorick, he had a hat, but then for some reason the skin didn't,
Nature's
except during the
surprise.
recall. And then they're just like, "Where's the hat?
Happy
Just
to
give us
have
the
you
hat,
back.
please." And they're like, "Nope, messes with visual clarity, or something." It's been so long. It's just like, why are they doing that? And then you see some of the stuff they release these days. And we're like, oh, is visual clarity really the reason? Also, Boppy, thank you for the 4 months. I'm happy to be back. Think about the new mecha skins. I think they're cool. I think I'd have to see what they
it's
look
the
like in
thingy
game
people
because that's a
do.
big reason why
Thank
Mecha
you.
Urgot and Mecha Galio work
And
so
then
well.
Samira didn't get her hat for high noon either.
That's true. Yeah, Samira could have used the hat for the whole time. I agree. It's also like Mecha Kha'Zix and Aatrox and Rengar, like they're all fine, but the animations that they give to Mecha Galio and Urgot really sell the thematic. So I don't know if that's something they continue across the other Wild Rift Mecha skins. If they do, that's awesome. If they don't, big robots, are they're gonna have rule of cool in some variety at least there. So does it really matter at this point?
Hey there.
Yes, because I highly doubt the amount of Wild Rift ports are going to be anything incredibly substantial. This is technically what, our 6th Wild Rift port ever, and Wild Rift has been around for 4 years? I want to say 4 or 5 years ish. So I don't think there's any worry about Wild Rift running out of them. 5 years, all right. Doesn't fight out, but what about the base skin like Malphite? Just give up on that. Well, that's the thing. That's the hope, anyway, is that the fact that Vex is being ported over means they are still looking into using Wild Rift as a way to add new content to League itself, which means hopefully that can then be extended for Malphite and other visual updates. Even just giving new animation rigs, like even Janna. She doesn't look like how she does in LOR, right? But at least her animations in Wild Rift are much better. Not all of them are like that. Poor Corky. Poor Corky's still stuck with half the stuff that he has there. He has animations on PC. Yeah, but I mean they made new animations for Wild Rift that are much smoother. They're not as
Nature's surprise.
2009.
Entree Finicky, do not
No,
resist.
I will.
Also, what are the news?
Those is 3 new skins. A whole 3 new skins. Thank you, Megalomaniac, for the 16 months. I appreciate that. Big Rigs engine. Yeah, TFT uses it all the time, which is why it's 100% possible. And custom skin makers do it all the time as well. So, it's 100% plausible. It's whether or not they want to put in the effort, which it seems weird to me that they would opt to not use content that's already been made. And it's not like League is beyond that. I mean, we have Wild Rift's Kassadin, Sivir, and Hecarim splashes, but they don't actually look like those designs in the game, so It is what it is, I guess.
I've got 2 thumbs and a shield.
Kappa.
Hello Nikki, it's been a while.
Oh, it has.
Here is my entry fee.
Thank you for the 11 months. There's no entry fee. It's not real. I haven't played much of the new TFT set. I've managed to play some of it now because I wanted to get Project Chip. That's probably the only reason. And I've been trying a bit. I gotta be honest, dude. I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all, man. I like Oxforce or whatever the version of Oxforce that they called this time. That's fun. God, I do not like this set though. I don't like almost everything about it. So many of the units are just reprints of old ones. So many of the traits are just not fun. It's weird, right? Because like, yeah, it's like it's so ridiculously unbalanced. And last set, I don't want to. How do I even? I think last set was the best TFT set ever made. I fucking love that set. That set was so good it motivated me to keep playing over and over and over again. Like I loved set 13. I thought it was so good. And they got to a state where it was so nice and balanced that every comp was viable. And some people complained that the set was too balanced. I loved it. It's like everything's good. You can do anything. You can play this trait or this one or this. You can do some fun wacky builds if you want to. You're not limited by whatever's meta or get curb stomped by everything. I loved it. It was so flexible and so fun. And all the unique units, right? Like Smeech and Rennie. I forget Chem Barons. Oh my god, dude. I love Chem Barons. This is my favorite cash out trade of all time. The whole thing with bring Violet and Powder and Vander together with the family. And Savika as the 5 cost. Like, god, that was so cool. I loved that set. It was perfect. Yeah, I thought it was great. Zeri wasn't there. Yeah. Well, you know, you got your wish. Monkey's Paw, Zeri, like, absolute horror show in this set. Set 10 is back. I'm excited. I like set 10 a lot. I don't like the headliner mechanic or chosen as it originally was. I didn't like it back when it was chosen. I don't like it as headliner. Just not a fan. Anyway, that was a Wild Rift tangent. Or not wild, that was a TFT tangent. And then LOR celebrating its 5th anniversary. Yippee!
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
Waiter. More true damage vein and boards that are just 4/5 costs, please.
Oh. You know what I did? I can attest to this. If you guys know Football Head, he's an artist, a good artist friend of mine. He was in call with me, and I got the gotcha points from the battle pass, and I got the project arena, and I feel like, no, shit.
Oh, hello.
You shall out. I didn't spend money on the gambling. I just spent money on the battle pass. In the league partner program,
Hey
you in the league partner creator, the league league. Jesus, am I in the LPP yet? No, that's a good joke though. Ivan skin review already done. I did that. I did do that. I'm broken. The issue that you discover when you don't have a circadian rhythm anymore is that focus becomes increasingly more difficult. I've been awake since 12 a.m. So my circadian rhythms have gone out the window. Anyway, let's go to this. Where am I? Why are you guys gigantic? There we go. Okay. Butter on bread or bread on butter? How does bread on butter work? You have a work mode when you draw? You mean like a mindset or like a setup? Because I technically I have my drawing tablet to the right of me here. Stick of butter with a slice of bread on it. Oh, that sounds putrid. mindset. For editing, not really. Editing is weird. When I'm drawing, or if I'm just doing busy work like asset management or collecting, like if I have to get a whole bunch of images or video clips, usually just having a good video essay in the background is nice to listen to. I had a good video that was like 2 hours of just comparing the Invincible show to the comics. That was great to have in the background. But when you're editing, that's so audio reliant, you can't do that. So it becomes a lot more difficult to focus in that way. Oh, they Lily a lot because I'm going back to the jungle. Well, I wish you luck. I don't play Lily in the jungle, but good luck. I don't have any tips to offer there. I did see the weather entity. I think I actually have the splashes for those. I did get those. And I feel very like middle on most of them, but there's one that I like. That's so clever. I don't know if you can guess which one. There's one that I really, really like. And the rest I'm like, yeah, those are nice. As you learn your art style, I love it. I just draw. The enemy team fear the deer. So, try a sugar sandwich. What is that? Just like a bunch of sugar on 2 pieces of bread? Correct. Yes, it was Oriana. I think having Oriana be like the weather entity of the tornado twister, like that's fun. I like that. For Gravity, thank you for the 6. Thank you for the 6 months, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, well let's look at these things. Let's look at these damn skins. Oh. Is this in HD? 4K quality. Oh, I thought I had the wrong, haha. There we go. Yep, that's the Stargazer Vex skin, all right. I am going to be a bit of a negative Nancy. And it's not because I dislike this skin, because it's fine. But this was my least favorite of the 3 Wilder exclusive Vex skins. I had a very clear favorite of those. Where was it? It's here somewhere. There it is. This is my favorite. This is great. She's so angry about it. I love it. That to me, that's if I had to pick, that's the one I would have taken. I would have gotten that one. And she has another one. She has the Bewitching Vex. That one's fine. You know, it's another Bewitching skin. So I would have taken Cottontail. That one's my favorite one for sure. I think that clashes with her established aesthetic so well, and she has so little skins that like just having a funny, goofy joke skin, I think that'd be nice. She wears it by contract. She hates it. Yeah. So, I mean, really, this is just a good sign that potentially more Wild Rift exclusives are going to get ported over, and by extension, you know, the upgraded models can be used to accelerate the rate of updating champions in League itself. So, Soul Fighter Wukong, I feel very, I don't know, the Soul Fighter, as they keep making more, they become less and less special to me. Wukong feels like he should have been there at the start, but, you know, it's okay. I think that's probably also a reason I'm not, like, I don't get super upset about a lot of the Wilder skins, because a lot of the Wilder skins, to me, are kind of just, they're okay. There's a few absolutely exceptional ones for me. I love Garden Party. I think that's incredible. Love that skin line. Did Riot steal your Shyvana rework design idea? No, but it was just funny that when I initially drew my own fan-made Shyvana redesign, that when they released the concept art, the pose for C was very similar. That was just a really funny coincidence. So, and then when I made the new drawing, that was me intentionally taking the other 3 concepts and meshing them together. God, Lysandra's so epic. I think Garen and Tristan are probably the weakest ones, but like Lysandra and Malphite, like, mwah, perfect. Love those. You know what this means? And I don't just mean the hat. This means a very good thing. I'm gonna coin the term skinline slup. I'm gonna coin the skinline slup. And we've experienced skinline slup way too many times. And I mean by that is they have like last year where they have Project Jax and Aphiri and Gangplank. An established popular skinline that they bring back again. There's no new ideas and just like, okay, so you're just doing this because Project was, it made money in the past, so just do it again. That's skinline slop to me. And High Noon kind of became that. So the fact that we get a singular one-off High Noon Yorick, I would think implies that we're not going to get a whole bunch of other random High Noon. They just felt that Yorick fit High Noon aesthetically, and so there you go. Skinline brain rot. I think that's different. That's April Fool's. That's, you know, toilet ergot. That's brain rot. The maiden is a nun. Yeah, that's cool. What are the ghouls? Are the ghouls? Are they guns? Are they little gun heads or are they little train heads? I can't even tell what that is. Gun ghouls. Right, might charge an increased price of skins despite them being so old. I don't know if they... I mean, I don't think they would. That'd be very scummy. That's true. It would kind of feel more appropriate if he had the more blue color palette like Twitch and Victor, because they're more about necromancy. Ooh, I just noticed the graves. Look at that. That's nice. Not bad. Now this feels random as hell. Like, Blood Moon Rise. Alright, sure, man, sure.
Nature's surprise!
I just got here. So Riot has no excuse to not give Pentakill 3 Yorick the hat.
I don't think they will. But I think you might be correct, yes. Thank you for the 24 months. Dude, Jesus. Evil Rise. The thing is, he already has an evil skin. He's got, did they call it Bloodstone? What was the... You know what I'm talking about, though, right? They got the Evil Rise. The Crystal one, yeah. Is it Dark Crystal? Alright. Or is Bloodstone is the skin line that it comes from, I think, right? Should have these ghouls Smith and Wesson Mustang sound. Are these new skins? Yes. So Vex is the only Wild Rift port. Yorick and Rise are brand new. By all extensive purposes, this is like a complete variety skin patch. Think of Tarek. No, I mean like that skin line is called Bloodstone. I swear. Bloodstone universe? Ha ha! Ah! Ah! Yorick's so cool. Yorick is good, yes. Your stuff should have been tombstones rather than just red recolor. Well, I think yeah, someone said that earlier that like having him be more like the blue color palette of Twitch and Victor might have been better. Ooh, I just noticed the. Oh, I like that effect on the teleport. You guys see that? Like the summoning circle. That's nice. Oh yeah, there was a rapid fire review on it. Yeah. So I assume Rise is... No! I don't want to look at it! I assume... I assume Rise is an actual demon and not a cultist, considering he has, you know, demon horns already. And he puts on the mask later. This is pretty good. I like this. I like the Yorick one too. He's got that Kane Dark at arm. He kind of does, doesn't he? This is neat. I like this. We got the splashes too. He's got two eyes there. Interesting. So is this a mask or is this like the humanoid facade breaking and revealing the actual true demon underneath? I wonder. But who is that? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult to tell it's Rise at first. It looks a little goofy. It looks a little silly. Evil Zillion. Splash makes me think of snooping as usual. He does have that Eggman mustache. Oh, good. Should have done Wilder Skins Chilas on stream. I cannot find it. I think I privated it because we were trying to make it into a video, and then they released like 50 billion more Wilder exclusives, and then the whole thing was just, I just took a break after a while, but still plan on having a video about that. So, well, actually, for so long it was a bit underwhelming. I can agree with that, but I just think like they picked the least of the Wild Rift exclusives that she has. Blood Moon lore was reversed. All the priestesses were non-human champs going from some sort of dimension, corrupting humanoid champions, making them the Blood Moon demons. That could be kind of cool, yeah. That would be neat. And I'm curious what they're... I mean, I don't think we're going to get any kind of official reasoning, but, you know, wonder why they picked Rise to put in Blood Moon, I guess. Dude, look at that. Look at that jaw. Jesus. So, okay, they definitely are little gun ghouls. Oh, sorry, I have it on the wrong one again. There we go. Now you guys can see the full art. Now it's not zoomed in horribly. Let's just adjust. Oops. Just adjust it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. See Yone and Gragas in the back. Oh, yeah. Is that Yone? I think it's Maiden. I'm probably... Oh, there's Yone. He's down there. I think that's Maiden up there. Yeah, Maiden. There's Grungus. Look how happy he is. So I wonder, so is Yorick... Because Gragas is like the bartender of the saloon. I wonder if Yorick is just another patron or if he actually works there. He's getting paid. It looks like he's he might be flinging a coin to Gragas. He might have paid for a drink, so he's probably a patron. Drinking BFFs. That's a cool like button up friendship I wouldn't have thought of. Yorick and Gragas. Oh, okay. Hypothetically, so Yorick's like a gravedigger, right? I wonder if the skin line he comes to the bar all the time is, and Garth's like, all right, so what are you in for again, Mr. Morris? I just gotta drink it. I see these gun ghouls all the time, man. I gotta give me the strongest ale you have. Okay, here you go. They made that a skin. What if Yorick is the priest? Maybe. It could also be that he's like... Because Evelyn works at the saloon. So he could be like, oh, you got a wayward demon here. Maybe the patients keep dying in bar fights. Yorick's like the kind of janitor where he has to like clean up the souls of the people who died in bar fights. Like, all right. Get these souls out of here, messing up my walls. The Vex Splasher looks cool. Yeah. So okay. So here was the thing that I was talking about. Right. This is the new Splash. Not unfortunately not in like the glorious super HD quality that I wanted, but that's what she looked like in TFT or not TFT. I guess it wasn't TFT because they poured over for that.
I hope this skin get Yorick hatted. It would be so funny forcing laughing at you.
I think it would have been funny if they have an emote, at least like an emote of him losing his hat. This was the Wilder Splash,
the thingy
though.
people use. Thank you.
No.
Late coming fee, Nicky
There's
boy.
no late fee either. It's not real. Also, thank you, Shed Man. I always mess it up. Thank you for the 11 bucks, dude. I appreciate that. I agree. I think this. Look at the colors. This is fine. This you know it gets the job. I like what Shadow looks like here, but look at the colors on that, dude. Damn. That's nice. Look at the composition too. This one's like, yeah, she's just kind of sitting, lounging about, and yeah. But this one looks like she's still like uninterested as she is. Like she's still like. But this one's funnier, I think, right? Because this one she's just like she's sitting in a library basically, right, or their laboratory, wherever it is. She's just bored. But here she's like staring at the cosmic wonder of the universe, and is still bored. I think that speaks better to her character. It's like with the beauty of the stars and the elegance of the cosmos. Yeah, still bored. Still don't care. It almost looks like she's underwater, yeah. ASMR, I don't know. I'd be terrible at it. Are you listening to this right now? I'd be terrible at ASMR. Just spent 3 hours learning Vex to get flamed by the 0 bot later. That's just how League is. Acel's skin would fit here. Yeah, I could see it might be a little bit redundant because he's already, you know, he's made out of stardust. It does make it kind of look just like a cosmic skin, but that was the whole thing of the Stargazer skins anyway. That's if they're just porting the skin over, then you know there's not much they can do about that. They did kind of just look like the cosmic paladins. This was most she's lost in the beauty of stars. I don't know, dude. Half shut eyes, just staring blankly. Here she's more looking directly at the viewer, right? Whereas here she's just staring out into the cosmos. Yeah, whatever. The thing is, she doesn't look as angry. Here she looks more angry, bored. Here she's just more tired, bored. Like she has a big responsibility. She just doesn't care anymore. How about the lunar one for Acel? Oh yeah, the Lunar Guardian. That one looks cool, but I think that's just because it's not exactly an original idea of the big dragon with a temple on its back. Been done a million times. It looks cool though. Lost in thought a little bit, yeah. It's Cosmos pointed at by Shadow. Yeah, look at Shadow's like, yeah, try to get into it. I do like. I like the gremlin Shadow, and I like using constellations for his mouth. That's cool. I like that a lot. So I like this part better, but I think general composition and color scheme, I think it's better exemplifies of her character here as well. So it's the goofy ass Shadow, yeah. And he still gets to be he's a little silly guy down here. It's just not this kind of silly, right? He gets to be silly in a lot of the splashes though. You know how puffy her pants are. I mean, that's with a lot of. I think pretty much all her skins give her those puffy pants. It's kind of a staple of her designs. Rise mentioned, yeah. And only 3, which is interesting. Did I miss Yorick? I mean, the thing about these streams is usually I don't just stay on one topic and think, all right, next topic. I usually just jump back and forth or go on random tangents and talk about Skylanders for 30 minutes.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
Vex seeing more play in TFT than in Summoners Rift Peepus. At least Yorick has a hat now.
Do you see their...
But why high noon?
They're buffing her. Oh, goody. It feels like retaliation, almost. The new TFT set. It feels like, you know what? People started complaining that the last set was too balanced. All right. Next set, we fuck it up. We just destroy it all. Wait. You check the mecha skins. I mean, I have the splashes. Let me see. I got the splashes, so I've seen them in the previews. Where are they? There we go. There he is. Ta-da! Megazord, Maokai. So there's what? We had Maokai here. Looks like a transformer. I mean, they are transformers. That's what they do. The whole thing with the mecha skins is that they transform. Like Aatrox is a plane, or a jet, I should say. Malphite's a big drilling machine. Scion's a train. I think Maokai, but remember he almost looks like a construction crane. Shockwave. Yeah, I can see that. He does look a bit more... I mean, it obviously leads into the Pacific Rim stuff. Big mechs. It's a Skarner? I wish. Although a Mecha Skarner, we already have Battle Cast, so I don't know how different it would be. Volibear's Hell Pacific Rim? Well, Volibear... Oh, yeah, Nautilus. This is actually genius. Nautilus always struggles with these absolutely, like, ridiculously goofy proportions. And there's, like, perfect workaround. He doesn't need to look normal. He's a giant mech. It's perfect. It's great. These are concepts. No, these are new Wild Rift skins. These, the new mecha skins that they revealed a bit ago. The new splashes got posted today. This looks sick. Nocturne is a weird choice. I don't know if I agree with Nocturne. Nocturne's a little weird to me. It feels a bit clunky, but I think that's just, that's probably just a symptom of Nocturne being the way that he is. Are skins better than LOR skins? Sometimes. Sometimes. He's too spindly. Yeah, it's like Kha'Zix, right? Kha'Zix is in the same boat where, like, you pick these really spindly characters, it doesn't sell the theme of a big robot as much. Like, look at Nautilus. Like, oh, that's a unit. I can see a world where it could have worked because, you know, they're having replace his tail with Jetfire. It's probably going to look really weird in game. It's the same reason, like, Mecha Aurelion Soul looks kind of weird. I have seen the default Nocturne Wild Rift, yeah. I think it's good. I think it's a good improvement. It's not what I would have wanted to be the end of what a Nocturne VGU would look like. It's not technically a VGU, right? It's just kind of a bit of a redesign, but I think it is it's good. It's a step in the right direction. Blades feel more natural. He doesn't have all this ridiculous armor anymore. I think it's good. And obviously Volibear has the perfect physique for this. You know? Like, he's got the perfect physique to pull this off. He's like, yeah, that just works. That just works. And he's got lightning powers built in. That's good. That's great. Good to have you back. I'm glad to be back. Hopefully not a chroma. I mean, it wouldn't be... I don't think it would be a chroma. I mean, there's... Does Wild Rift do chromas? I think they do chromas sometimes. For some skins, but it's rare, I think. Yeah, sometimes. The claws are good, yeah. It just worked. I think, yeah, definitely Nautilus and Volibear have the physique to pull this off the best. I think is it weird that I like Nautilus the most? Maybe Maokai. Maokai feels the most distinct. Obviously I love Volibear. Volibear is one of my guys, but I do see a lot of Mecha Scion-isms in this. That's like maybe a bit too similar. But like Nautilus and Maokai feel a lot more distinct. What's the spotlight? Is there a spotlight out for them? If there's a spotlight out for any of them, I'll watch it. So there is. Okay. Only for Nocturne and Volibear, though. Which is a bit of a shame. Only these two goobers. But that's fine. So how does Nocturne look in game? Big question. So he's also a jet. Yeah, it's not. It's not doing it for me. It looks a little ridiculous. Looks a little goofy, but that's I wouldn't even say that's the skin's fault. That's just Nocturne. Is he one of Asol's old jets? He is the same color. I don't know if that's true, but that's actually a cool thing to do. All right, that's cool. He's one of the little drones. That'd be great. That's fun. Okay, I like that idea. It's like their budget got cut halfway. I mean, yeah, because Doctor just doesn't have a lower body at all. Yeah, that's all right. Azraelian got 3 Nocturnes. How many jets does he have? He's got a few. Okay, I imagine in-game this doesn't look...
Hey there.
Recall's good. Nice. Does it have any unique animations besides Home Guard? It's a good Home Guard. Ah, not looking good, buddy. No unique animations. What a shame. I'm sorry, Nocturne. You will forever be cursed. His design's too wonky to make so many because does Nocturne have any really good skins? Elderwood I think is okay. I don't know if there's many others that come to my mind that if he has any. Broken Covenant. It's a good design, but as a skin, I don't know. Nocturne kind of struggles a bit. But I think again that's just his design is so jank. Cause where is this? Where is it? We're in Broken Covenant. Oh, it's not as bad as I remember. It's okay. This looks weird. But again, that's just a symptom of Nocturne being the way he is. Does Elderwood Nocturne look like? It looks pretty good. Or Old God, sorry. Thing is, it's because he's not supposed to be, he's like a plant monster. Plant god. The blades don't look as ridiculous here, I think. And plus, in part of being Old God / Elderwood, get some pretty banging chromas. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. Shadow Isles. Ooh. Got some good ones. Oh, that one's a bit messy. I was kind of hoping the pink one would be really good. But like a lot of his skins, they kind of struggle to, especially, oh god, Hextech Nocturne. What am I looking at? What are you? What is this thing?
Hello.
The poor guy. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Looks like a house target. Or the one that gets me, where's the... Yes, Puke Party Nocturne. What the fuck? What the hell is that, man? What the hell? Oh, it's disgusting. Oh. Or the Frozen Terror. This one is like, what are those arm blades? What the hell is that? It's so silly. Puke Party Nocturne's a perfect name for that skin. I mean, that's what it makes me do. Isaac, you don't gotta give $5. Really should be doing a vulture bike from StarCraft. I wish I knew what you were referencing. Thank you for the $5, dude. You don't gotta do that. What website is that? Modelviewer.lol. It's great. I wonder, do they have the thing? No, they don't have it yet. That's fine. I just go with the actual pickaxes for blades. Something. Haunting Duct. I mean, this... It is mostly just base Nocturne recolored with a spooky thing over him, but it's like... It's got its charm. It's got its charm. It's stupid. It's like it's unapologetically stupid. Good because bad? Because it's funny. If something... My logic is, if something is bad, and they knew it was bad, but they leaned into that aspect of it, right? Like we know the greatest example. Just Peak. the broccoli skin, greatest skin of all time. It's just like, but it's funny. Because this is just funny. But when you try to tell me that this is like, oh yes, look at all the hard work and effort we put into it. Like, no, you didn't. Don't even try with me, man. Don't even attempt. Wait, what's Wild Rift port? Wild Rift port means a skin from Wild Rift is being ported over to the PC version. That would be Stargazer Vex, which is at one point, I guess it technically at the moment is a Wild Rift exclusive, and is now being ported over to PC, which hopefully means that there'll be more like it, and that we'll get some, like they said that they were doing with Malphite, to help speed up the process of giving champions visual updates by using the updated Wild Rift models, which would be great. You're going the splash are different though. Yeah, it's true. I wasn't expecting them to do that. That seems like a bit of an extra step they didn't need to do. You know, I'm not complaining. I think the new splash is a amazing improvement, but they didn't need to do that, which is weird. Like, I'm skeptical now because Riot Games for the past 4, 5, like I would say like 6 to 7 months has cut corners in every aspect, and like they went out of their way to make a new splash art for this when they already have a perfectly serviceable one here. It's not like the Wild Rift splashes are intentionally lower quality than the others, so it's a bit odd. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's unusual. What if it's AI? I don't think AI could make that. I don't know. A lot of stuff feels too intentional here. It'd be a bit more easy to tell if it was AI. I've seen Indie Cross. I've heard of it, but I haven't really engaged with it. Does he at least turn into a jet when he ults? That's important. It's too fast. Is there one? Boo. Boo. What the hell, man? Come on. What the hell? It was right there. Ah. Lame. Lame. You made him a jet. Why would, what? That's some bullshit, man. Oh, volley. Now I'm a bit scared. Oh. He's battle damaged. Not only is that cool, but that's very appropriate for volley bearer of all champions to be battle damaged. I like that. I like that. Is he a legendary? Okay. You have my attention. He's a mecha who went rogue. Okay, I'm liking it. God, he's bulky as hell. That's a big ass boy. You got them tiny legs. I mean, he's... Oh. So he's not a train, but he's kind of train-like. So maybe he's meant to be like a rival to Scion. Those are base volley sound effects. Whoa, okay. Surely the sound effects aren't done yet, right? Because those are all base sounds. New animations for everything, but all base sound effects is... Surely that's not. They aren't done as times. Okay, good. Good. I like the spin. I like what he... I like this. That's good. I'm very curious what they do for the ult. Well, hold on. Yeah. Okay. I like it. I like it. Okay, the E's an orbital laser. That's good. Okay, I like this. This is good. Liking it. Again, if it had the unique sound design, which I hope would be added later, but this is good. Wow, it looks cool. The animation looked a little weird. A little bit of a weird jump there. Car crash. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck about the PC? Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's cool vibes. Yeah, look at the effects on it too. Nice. This is very good. I like this. Oh, nice little repair station. It's good. All right, that's good. I like that one. Nocturne had me a bit worried because like, Galio and Urgot were so good of using the new animations to really sell the mecha theme. Granted, this one's a legendary, so it'd be weird if it didn't have unique animations. But very nice. This also makes for Volley's first legendary, right? He doesn't have one on PC. Which is weird because he's pretty popular, isn't he? He's a pretty popular champion these days. He's not like uber popular, but like he's pretty up there. He's not unpopular. Why isn't League doing animated splash? I don't know. Oh no, I do know. Because if they did it now, it means they'd have to go back and do it for all the rest of them. And there's 1,500 splashes they'd have to go back and animate. Many of them many of them look like this. And I gotta be real cheap. I don't think they even have the file for this anymore. So they're gonna be a problem trying to animate that one. Back in my day, that's what skin splashes used to look like. Just do it for the legendaries. Yeah, but it's one of the selling points of Ultimate and Exalted skins that they have the little animated splashes. Which I didn't even... You know what? Now the thoughts come to me. So someone definitely worked on and animated the splash art for Spirit Blossom Ash, right? That's never going to see the light of day now. Because they decided to cancel it being an Exalted and just made a normal legendary. So like all that extra stuff. There's probably a bunch of work that was done on that skin. Like probably the second form or whatever it was. If there is one. An animated splash. Probably a banner and some icons that are never going to see the light of day. Because like, oh, we gotta pull up the illusion that it was always supposed to be a legendary skin. Even though it's pretty obvious it was supposed to be an Exalted. Or that's with a bow. Well, the thing is because under... I mean, it might even still be on here. Let's see. Variant. Run fast. Because I think one of the animations at one point was listed as second form or something. Whichever it was. Oh yeah, they got another Ezreal legendary. Yeah. So they made it legend after the Mord backlash. Yeah. But it ironically means that Riot played themselves. Because the two options were either just still release it as an Exalted skin anyway and deal with the Mord fiasco again, or just release it as a legendary. And in that sense, they've basically revealed that is all that Exalted skins were. They were just they're just overpriced legendaries, which we all knew, but now it's just been confirmed by Riot themselves. You gotta warn us before you jump scare Spirit Blossom. I know. It's too terrifying for mortals to handle. Here's a legendary one, but it's not even that good. It's the Chroma Crash. Which is weird that this is the second time that they poured over. I think it might be on here even. Let me see. Samira. There she is. I don't think she uses... I don't know if that's an animation from the... That might be an animation from the actual Wild Rift skin. But most of these are not. Oh god. Oh god. Samira. 2 frames of animation. This is how Samira players think. Yeah. They got about Ultimate Skin tier? Yes. Because now they have Exalted. This was out for the new skins. Yes, we saw these. Unless there's a actual full ones. Also, I realized that this thing was not aligned at all. There we go. Do we got full? No, we don't. Not again. Leave me alone.
Nikki, you fucking piece of shit!
It's the video we have here from Mr. Spotlight. Here's your special. She has a gun, yes. There was also, how do you search for this in here? Oh, they finally have Otacon on here? Finally? Oh my god. I'm wondering, like, where the hell is Otacon's been on in the game for so long now? He's in the model viewer. There's my boy. There he is. Let me get all 3 forms here. Nice. Good, good. Very good. Look at that guy. Look at that little freak. Look at a wiggly boy. What was I looking for? I was looking for something and I completely... Oh! They got the April Fool's dragon in here. It's just the cloud dragon though. It's there for a party, I guess. I was looking for Nico. Oh. Yes. Yes. This is... There he is. There he is. This is very interesting. This is very interesting to me. Because it's not the same. Where are you? TX. There you are. It's not the same. See? It is the Wild Rift model, technically, but squished and scrunched to fit the rig that they made for the TFT one. Which is very interesting to me. And obviously, they redesigned it so that it fits with the Nitro skins, or the Nitro trait. But it's still very curious. His hand clearly is not supposed to bend like that. Okay, the TX. I love the TX. I think he's awesome. I want him to be a champion someday. But it's weird because, like, this design, this was the more closely to the LOR design. But obviously, like, chibified to fit the TFT art style back when that mattered. But then Wild Rift made a completely new design, and then that's what this is. They just took the design from Wild Rift and brought it over here. Except it's, you know, they squished it to fit the animations of the of the TFT one. I'm back from back surgery. Oh, hopefully it went well. You can go to hell. I think he's cool, man. Giant robot dinosaur. Come on. I want a playable giant robot dinosaur. Don't you? What if he was just like his own, like not a mechanic, he was just his own champion? I think that'd be awesome. So you play against him. I didn't play Wild Rift, so I don't know. I just see giant robot dinosaur, like, oh, that's cool. So I want him to be his own character. Obviously, they could. I know that his abilities that they gave him from Wild Rift, because he was meant to be the substitute for the Baron buff, right? He was meant to be like, oh yeah, just big pushing power. Make a go to Cho skin. Yeah. I mean, there was that whole thing of people. They took a. Where's my precious boy? There he is. Look at him. When is he gonna be a champion, huh? Ignore that he's dead, canonically. When is he gonna be a champion? Now dead. I mean, they're all, they're all dead. He's awesome. I love this guy. He respawned in Vandal City, of course. Aren't Yordles immortal? They're supposed to be. I don't know what's real anymore, though, dude. I don't know what's like. Yordles are supposed to be immortal. Rel is supposed to be the teenage rebel. Now she's like in her 20s, 30s. Is an honorary Medarda. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore, man. They'll retcon whatever the hell they want these days. So I don't know. Am I even real? I don't know. Camille who? Yeah, like what's a Camille? They announced an LOR Dev AMA? Oh shit. That's good. That might be interesting looking at that when it's around. That's a Jason Victor. Also, yeah, they confirmed that they were dead. Yeah. I'm ignoring Arcane Game. I think it's so weird that they decided to make it canon at all. It's so odd. They hadn't even finished their first retcon. I think they're going to start up another one. I feel like people were perfectly content with it being its own separate universe. Would have definitely lessened the blow for the Victor players. I'm still of the opinion that I like new Victor better than the old one. But does not discount that it was kind of a stupid decision to go about it this way. Warwick. Yeah. Also, they flubbed the model. Who was that? Yordle? Smeech. It's Smeech from Arcane. And from TFT. Dude, what? Yeah, I know. I've heard it. I've heard the song and dance. Like, oh, he likes the new Victor. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah. I think it's cool. I don't like the model they gave him here. I think they messed up the model fantastically. Messed up his hair. They messed up the claws. They messed up the brace fused to him. They made his shoulders too wide. The face isn't visible enough. He's got like an actual crown-looking horn. The staff is different. He has the bot, like when people call Victor a twink, that's what he actually has. He has that body type in here, when in the Arcane version he doesn't. He's just, the Arcane version, he has no waist at all, just no organs. So they messed up the model a lot. But I like the Victor design they gave him. But I was just not fond of the original. I don't have the bias, or I guess the nostalgia is probably a better word, of the old Victor. I kind of always thought that old Victor was dumb. It was just a weird execution of the concept that he's supposed to be. I've been through that song and dance a million times. I know that's not a popular opinion. And I own it. In 4 months, nobody cares anymore. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I made a fun on my like little post that I do of posting my thesis work. I posted the Lux one yesterday, and I said joke, like I would assume it's pretty obvious a joke that I said. It was like, can you believe it's already been 5 nanoseconds since she last got a skin? Right? What are you even doing over there? And it was just a drawing of Lux.
It's a thingy people use. Thank you.
Hey big guy. Totally not an entry fee.
No.
Hope your day is slaying so far.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, TQ Kid. Thank you for the bitch. It's going good. It's going good. But I posted that, and there was just one comment that's like, we get it. You hate all things feminine. It's like, where did that come from? What? What do you mean? Where did you extrapolate? How did you get that out of? Wait. Like, where do these thoughts come from? I don't get it. There's no critical thought on their part. I mean, there's some people that have genuine criticism. I don't want to sit on like a high horse and pretend that like everything that I do is correct, because it's not. Well, if you're gonna have criticism of my thoughts and opinions, then at least like have it make sense, man. Also, Lux is like one of my mains, dude. It's like one of my main champions that I play. I got like over 100,000 mastery points on her. She's one of my favorites to play. So it's like, yeah, clearly I hate this character. That's why I put so much time into making sure the drawing was nice. Because I hate her that much. I hate her. I hate feminine things. That's why Nico and Lux and Lily are one of my most played champions. Oh, wait. Silly. Silly stuff. Come back on the Zoe main train after changes she got this patch. Oh, Zoe. We got a criticism about existing. Yeah. There's a comment now just rage bait. It's got a lot worse because rage bait has been so monetizable now. So I don't know. It's silly. We live in a world where rage baiting and grifting can make you a lot of money very easily with very minimal effort. So a lot of people do it these days. It kind of sucks. It's farm engagement. One of the Yone Ultimate skin, because the skin itself is okay, but the price is high sell for an Ultimate skin. Do you mean the Wild Rift one? The Splendor Opus? Rage Bait's like Twitter's MO, yeah. Because if you get Twitter Blue and you get a lot of views, then you can get paid. And usually, because Twitter's the way it is, the best way to get engagement is to post very inflammatory things. And usually that results in a lot of hateful rhetoric. So, you get paid for being a hateful piece of shit. You get paid for being misogynistic and sexist and racist and transphobic. All this, like, you get paid for it. It's dumb. Yeah, the Fiend Queller. I mean, I don't. The thing is, I don't even like Yone. I despise that guy. But I think he has a lot better skins. I think, yeah, High Noon is incredible. This is a fantastic skin for him. And I even think the, what was it? Not Heartsteel. Ink Shadow. Ink Shadow's great. This might be my favorite of the Ink Shadow skins. And Mass Justice, well, technically it's not a great competition. I think by default he's the best one. He fits the thematic the best. He looks the most appropriate in this skin line, I think. So he gets a lot of good skins. I'm not a fan of Fiend Queller, especially, you know, the whole thing of reducing the amount of features from an ultimate skin every time and just still proclaiming it's an ultimate. Nah. These some skins are good for their price. There's quite a few that are still good for their price. The thing is, a lot of those are much older skins. Usually were a result of VGUs and stuff, because they would put more effort into the older skins where before they were meant to be just very quick cash grabs. Even Fiend Queller Pike. Fiend Queller Pike's weird to me. So much of the design elements of Fiend Queller Pike are shared with Soul Fighter. So it ends up feeling like an alternate, like a prestige version of Soul Fighter, which is ironic because it already got a prestige version. So Fiend Queller as a whole, I'm not particularly a big fan of in general. Especially Camille. Made her look like she's in her late 20s. Which is, come on, man. Let the grandma be grandma for once. Hope Fiend Queller Alt Skin will be the last with Exalted Skins becoming the norm. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to get a Morgana Exalted Skin, right? So who knows what the quality bar is for that. They felt like it was still good enough for... You know what? Ashe, weirdly enough, now that Ashe is being a legendary, now I'm even more sad about Sanuzal Mord. You know? I don't know about you guys. If they just released Sanuzal Mord, and it was this, and this Wooly Alts as a legendary, I'm good. You can skip this. I don't care about this. Like, it's whatever. Superfluous. Just this and this. Done. Has the new voice lines, has the fun visual effects, as an awesome lore legendary. Excellent. Great. But they had to make it exalted, which just... You don't even have the mace change, dude. Just have the standard mace. Like, you didn't have to go back. Just keep this mace. There you go. You're done. You don't need to do anything more than that. They fixed a lot of stuff about it, you know, although the model preview always weirds out for this one, where like That part stays golden. Like this is good. This is a good middle road between what they had originally, but staying more true to the actual more more Noxian, I should say. This still feels a bit. Why does he still not have pants? That's my question. Why is he armored over his entire body but no pants? That's weird. That's just weird, man. Walking around in his undies. Black's better than gold. I think also we just had so many gold skins. And I guess the gold is to tie it back to Volroknun. Which is weird because, like, the whole thing is that Mor goes and finds that there is no afterlife. I don't know. Volroknun kind of threw a wrench in everything to do with Mord, but maybe he's a liar. Oh, well, I mean, he is. Probably sitting a toilet with armor on. I mean, even, like, he's got just pants here. He doesn't got these big, plate. Like, they're just, like, you know, a bit smaller plates here. I like the skull on his armor. I think that's really good. And the color scheme works a lot better. You know, this would have been great. And I would have happily bought this as a legendary. Especially now that they fixed the animations, right? But it's stuck as a gacha skin. And so I'll open up the League client. Because now I'm just stuck with it, right? It's like, I would have liked to have this. I would have liked to use it. I love playing Mordekaiser. As much of a piece of shit that he is. What an asshole of gameplay style he has. But he's cool. He's fun. But it just kind of sucks that he's just locked behind. Gotcha. Oh, I had the client open the whole time. Where was this thing? The Sanctum. So now I'm just stuck here. After however many rolls. Isn't this normally at... How did I get to there? Because I've only done the rolls on Sanu's Almord from the ones that I got from the stinking pass. Which was 3. It carries over. Oh, nice. So... How many years? How many years we got to wait on this? 2. In 3 years, everyone will be able to afford a gacha skin after spending money on $15 battle passes. Meaning we will have spent $250 on it anyway. Yeah! I love this system! This is a great system. Let me make this a little smaller so it actually fits. There we go. I'll go back someday. Ones that would never come back to the Hall of Legends. I mean, there's going to be a new one, isn't there? There's going to be a new Hall of Legends skin. I don't know how well... Are they going to do a $500 skin again? Do a reroll? I don't wanna, dude. I don't wanna. I did the 3 rolls and I got the what was it? This thing. Did I equip it? Yeah, I did. I got this banner. Which that's okay, I guess. That's cool.
See the wonder.
Fee.
Thank you, Dan. 39 months. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Yes, we don't know the player yet. It's just this. I think they're just going to charge $500 again. This guy, his name is Sanuzal. That's true. The theme is very, very good. I agree. The theme is awesome. And maybe at least they changed the Sanctum so it's not just, you know... They had it when they first released it with Jinx and Set, that if you just tried to go into this thing here, then you'd be... Or you try to go into your crafting and you'd be met with this every time. The new LeBlanc. I like the design. I think it's obviously it's a substantial improvement off base LeBlanc. I'm just, you know, I was very fond of Arcane's version. To me, that's peak LeBlanc. That is the one working in the shadows. The new one's still a lot better. It's just what I would have wanted. Not particularly, but it's still great. I'm surprised Vladimir didn't get anything, you know? They use Vladimir about just as much as they do with LeBlanc, with all the storytelling cutscenes and cinematics and stuff. Like, Vladimir not getting one is weird. Would have thought that they would. The funny number never roll. The thing is, right, each roll, how much are these things, because they're like, dude, that's $5 per roll. That is abysmal. $5 for one roll? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? That's despicable. Let us see. Death animation. Or money from actual skins that the gotcha. I don't. The thing is, yeah, they get more money. They get money from skins, but then it's like, why do they keep cutting corners on them then? It's so backwards to me. They keep saying that skins are the only way that they can pay their bills, and that they keep cutting corners, and people aren't gonna buy the skins. I don't get it. It's really cheap. Buy up gamers. The thing is, the RP that I have right now, I have 3,000 RP. You know where most of that went? Not here. It went in here because I wanted to be able to get the chip variants. And in order to get the chip variants, you need to get tokens from the gacha tokens. It took me $50 of RP to get enough tokens to get the chip variants by the end. Thankfully, it wasn't RP I actually bought myself. It was the RP that Riot gave me that random night during stream for some reason. They gave me like $100 worth of RP out of nowhere. But like still, like the amount of RP I need to spend to just get enough tokens to buy the chip variant was insane, dude. It's absurd. And I know why they did that, because they gave people all those tokens at the same time the Jinx skin released. And I know a few content creators did just go and spend all the RP on the gambling system to see if they could get it. Not me, though. Not me. Just silly. Silly stuff. Also, it's gone now, right? Like the... No! Riot, why would they remove the Demon's Hand? I know it's for the season, but for God's sakes, it was finally something to do in the client. You had an activity to do in the client while waiting for your game. It was so nice. I really liked it. Yeah, or at least like host a website to have the mini games, right? Or the motion comics that go away forever. Like they should have their own individual websites so they're preserved and not lost forever. You don't get the rewards from them anymore. That should be the takeaway there. Is like, if you play them when they first come out, you get special rewards. You play them late, you don't get those rewards. But they shouldn't be lost forever. All the hard work that went into it. I guarantee there's a ton of work that went into the Demon's Hand. It was awesome.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
There's no
Entry
entry fee.
fee is duo.
No, it isn't. There's no entry fee. It's not real. They have an archive. Yeah, exactly. Like an archive. That'd be great. Archive of the games and motion comics, like with Aurora, right? Or all the stuff. They've had a ton of comics by now. So like with the Alistar skin, rest in peace. They shut down Riot Forge. Yeah. I mean, Riot Forge really was not making any money. What's this then? Lies and deceit. The true clan experience, yeah. Oh, it just makes me sad. Also, why? How come it says event closes? Like so the event isn't over, but progress is locked. How does that make any sense? Right? That's a bit fault. Like, what if I didn't get it? Like, I played my ass off to be able to get to the end of it, because I didn't play for 2 months, so I had 3 weeks to finish the whole damn pass. But like that seems a bit disingenuous. Like, what if I had one? I thought I had one more day, and then realized, oh shit. Guess I can't. Male emote on Darius' body is pretty funny. Or the eye and the progress locked. These progress cannot be earned by playing. You can still purchase levels and claim passwords before the pass includes. Can I? I don't think I can. I think that's grayed out, actually. I think it's completely grayed out. I can't even do that. Ravage Games had no marketing. The only one that had marketing was Maid Seeker. That one had a pretty good amount of marketing, but the other ones, yeah, they didn't get much marketing at all. Because they finished the pass, I guess. But now I can't even get my blue essence. What am I to do? Can't reach levels because the blue pass is all that's left. Maybe. Maybe. You know, Riot Forge was a thing until 2 weeks ago. I mean, they haven't made a game in like a year and a half, 2 years-ish. These damn... Why, I'm not going to play Riven. I don't want to play Ezreal. I don't want to play... maybe I'll play Caitlyn. I don't mind playing Caitlyn. Because I can go lethality and it's funny. So wait for the MMO. Be waiting for a while. Be waiting for a long while before that one. I don't know. I didn't get to stream about this because I was still on the break, but I'm curious what you fellas think as well. Because we got the second alpha lab for 2XKO. I didn't get an invite, sadly, so I didn't get to play it. I didn't get to try Jinx or jump back in. But is it weird that I am very, very worried for 2XKO now? Like, I'm very worried. Not even just like, I know that the worry is about the roster, right? I think from, because I was talking with Ross about this, actually. Ross was very adamant that like the roster size is not going to be a problem because the game is so mechanically dense that even just having 10 characters is going to lead to it's going to take a long time for people to learn the characters. I think from a professional or even like a sweat competitive standpoint, that's true. Thing is, most fighting games have a massive casual player base. Mortal Kombat, I think, is the biggest example. That game is sustained off casual players. And to a lot of casual players, that level of depth in skill complexity means nothing if the roster is tiny and you're fighting Darius like in 2 out of every 3 games. With a co-op fighter, that roster becomes infinitely more like, ooh. You're going to be running... Statistically, you're going to be running into a 5th of the roster every game. Or even not with 10 characters, right? If every person picks a different character, then in that one match, you've experienced almost half of the entire roster because of the tag fighting system. So it's a big worry. The thing is, I feel like comparing to Marvel Rivals is unfair. Because no game has done like what Marvel Rivals did was completely unprecedented, and the timeline, the production pipeline is absurd. It's like a brand new character and like new maps and everything every month and a half is insane. Like that, I think it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great that they can have that much of a steady stream of content, but that is not sustainable for pretty much everyone. Multiverses did something very similar. I don't know if you guys remember when Multiverses first launched, and they had their open beta, and they had a new character every 2 weeks. It was like, Jesus, man, like it's too much. It's too fast. It's too much, too fast. And there's no time to build up hype for any character. And that becomes a problem when you have a game like Multiverses and Rivals and 2XK are all in the same boat, where they're not like a brand new original fighter, right? They have their games built off established rosters with characters that people really want to see in that game. And so when you exclude characters, then it becomes a problem. Rivals had the benefit of launching with such a massive roster that obviously there's like some weird exceptions. Like there's no Deadpool, there's no Jean Grey, right? Like you have some obvious exemptions that you want to see down the line. But because the roster is also so big, they have the wiggle room to also add some more obscure stuff, right? Like they had Jeff and Luna Snow, right? Like they had some weird picks. So 2XKO launching with such a small roster is gonna, from a casual perspective, people are gonna look at that and be like, "Oh wow, this has nothing. There's no content." Especially if the game is only the 2v2. If there's no extra game modes, like there's no even basic campaign or story mode for single player content, or there's no arcade mode or extra little things, it's going to become stale very quickly. It's going to be like Street Fighter V. You guys remember when Street Fighter V launched? That game was a mess. Small roster, no content beyond standard 1v1. And the game was bombed at the start. Thankfully, they brought it back because they didn't give up on it. You know, that game was going for what, like 5-6 years they were still adding content? The difference is Riot Games has a very long history of when something doesn't work out, they abandon it. Or often case, if it's not the top dog, if it's not the best in the league, they drop it. They gave LOR a good run, so I would hope they do the same for 2XKO. But I'm worried, you know. Ghostface. Yeah, Ghostface was a wild pick. Surprised they even did it. Although they have a bunch of weird guest characters in MK. I think they're starting to run out of guest characters. Is the YouTube... Did the YouTube stream break? Or is my internet broken? Because tabs are not even loading right now. I can still see the... So, it's, yeah, that's still there. So just... Did YouTube break? Because YouTube's not even loading. I can load other tabs, but YouTube itself is just... Dunzo. YouTube having an outage, maybe? No. It's okay, I can load it there. That's weird. YouTube's one working. I'm in it. Okay, that's odd. Because my actual, like, stream tab is dead. And the okay. I was wondering because, like, the YouTube chat was just... Like, I wasn't getting any messages for a while there, so I guess my thing just froze. So apologies, fellas, in the YouTube chat if I wasn't saying any of the messages you were sending out loud. It literally was not showing anything. There we go. And back. Big ol' happy fab. I do need to get it sorted out. I think there's a plugin or something that is able to combine the YouTube and Twitch chats into one. So that way, like the little box up here will have both, which would be nice. Right, back to normal uploads. There should be a rapid fire skin review on Spirit Blossom tomorrow. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get working on the bigger videos again. I wanted to actually take some time to have a real break for a bit, because my break from YouTube was mainly just to work on my thesis, and I worked myself to the bone on that thing. So I didn't get an actual break, and I ended up hurting myself from working on it too much that I'm still trying to recover from. And I have to go to physio this Thursday. So then I want to just take an actual break for a while. But now that I'm done that, and I've had a bit of a break, I want to actually get back to making videos again. Brought to you by our loyal oil barons. Well, here's the thing. There is one more Patreon funded rapid fire skin review that will be out when it's done. And the other stuff that I'm working on. And then that will be over. That will be the last one. Because I have since removed the tier. It is evaporated. Too much. Yeah, a bit late. How's the thesis? It's done. It's all finished. I don't know what I got graded on it yet because I my whole semester and I got 1 mark back on every project, so I had no idea what's going on. Especially the return of Casual Champion review. I do want to return to Casual Champion review. The thing is that Casual Champion review, in the recent times, this sounds dumb to say, but it turned into a job. Is that weird? That it's like, I felt no passion for making Casual Champion review anymore. Like it's like clockwork. It was just like, it felt like it became a chore to do Casual Champion review. Because like everything for me, I started putting more effort into it as more time went on. Like, Rapid Fire Skin Review originally was concepted as a video that I could make in 6 hours, and I did. But the original Rapid Fire Skin Review was like a 2-minute video and had barely any actual edits in it. And the commentary was like, Dragon Banter Volibear, this skin is good. 4 out of 10. There's no real critique at all. You can tell you I thought of it as yeah, so it was just the only thing that kept me going with Casual Review. It sounds kind of selfish to say, but like the fan art stuff, that gave me genuine joy, and I felt bad for like if I stopped, I guess. But that was the motivation to keep me going, because I love it so much. I love when people just send me art stuff at all. That's why I have the whole starting soon screen. It's like at any moment that I have, I like to be able to share it because I think it's just so cool. I feel very honored that people just make art of me or the characters that I do. I make that silly joke putting Cass in a bunny onesie sweater, and people made, there's like a bunch of artworks. People made fan art of it. Like, what the hell, dude? What did I do? What did I do to deserve being in this position? It was incredible. And that was the other thing. Is I never felt proud. I got to the point where like I'm not proud of Casual Review, or I'd make a slip up, right? Like I'm not perfect. I'll make a slip up in the video, or I'll say some lore thing, or I become way too opinionated or something, and then the problem with recording Casual Review is that, do you see my account level? Riot Games punishes me. Oh god. Oh good. Awesome. I love that for me.
Hello.
How did that come through? How did that message came through? What? And the chats are coming through as well. How is it picking up the signal of the chats if the stream is lagged? That doesn't make any sense. How's that happening? Can the YouTube fellas hear me okay? I don't know.
Hey there.
How does that register? How does that even register? This is some bullshit, man. Is it back? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. There. Are we back? For real? Oh. I don't know. Oh, is it work? They were back for real. Yay! Oh, you heard Froglia. Thank you for the prime. I appreciate this. Right, internet's. This has been happening. I need to get checked out with the internet. It just this has been happening consistently recently. It'll just randomly cut out for no reason at all. Even the FPS is better. I don't know what would have caused that, but we're stable. I don't even know what I was talking about now. Completely derailed the subject. Thank you, internet. I have no idea what we were talking about. Have to pay more entry fees. No. 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 Our season retrospectives. Yes. There is. I physically could not work on season retrospective during December because every thesis proposal I had got shut down, and I got to the end, the beginning of semester. The thing with the thesis is there's a 2-term program, and so we have to present what we have done, like in progress, at the start of December, and then we have to present what we have done over the winter break at January. So there isn't a winter break. It's just you work on the thesis. And because everything that I had got shut down, I had to start an entirely new thing, and I had just like a month basically to completely redo my entire thesis again, but also something substantial to show for at the same time. So I just worked my ass off on my thesis for the whole of December, and then it got approval at least. So I did not have the time to work on season retrospective during December, and then everything just with League just started going down the shitter, and then it got to the like, all right, I'm already late on this thing. I'm just gonna take a break from YouTube for a bit and then just work on my thesis, and then when I get back, then I'll get back to working on the big projects that I want to, which, that includes season retrospective, that includes the other big project that I'm working on, that includes League Jeopardy 5, which if all goes well, League Jeopardy 5 should finally be filmed this weekend. I hope. I've been trying to get the fellas together for ages on this. Yeah, but League Jeopardy 5 should hopefully be filmed and then be edited and will be out, which will be nice. So, yeah. Some more inject today. I mean, I think that's just more because because these skins are nice. That was another thing that became really depressing about trying to make videos and I guess that kind of comes through in the Spirit Blossom video that will be out tomorrow. But man, quality of skins recently has been going down the tube. Not been great. So, gotta draw over 100 chance to do all of it. That wasn't even the original thesis. The original thesis was going to be like an actual full animation. And then it was going to be a different kind of full animation. Like those just got shot down twice. So this is Jeopardy videos. It's like early Christmas. They are some of the favorites on the channel, I think, yeah. So what are these things have a lot of views now, don't they? Jesus Christ. Man, almost like 600,000 even on that one. That's the most. Oh my God, it's been 11 months. Oh, it's been a while. Okay, gotta get on that. I'm happy people like them so much. They're fun to record. Garen. This way of those views are just me rewatching a million times. See, that's the thing. That's also one thing why casual review is becoming a bit why I'm not as proud of, well, like I didn't feel proud of them. My ideal video is like the one that people can go back and rewatch. Like you can find equal enjoyment of watching that video multiple times. Where casual champion review, that's like background noise that you like have on while you're eating lunch or something or doing chores. And like, yeah, there's a place for content like that. And I do, don't get me wrong, I'm very appreciative of the people who do actually like watching casual review. Even if it's like a very small amount of my audience. But it's like, it's not fulfilling for me, I guess. I kind of pride myself on putting effort into stuff. So when I intentionally, consistently create much lower effort videos, that's what I mean. Like, I'm very appreciative of people. And I'm, of course, very appreciative of the people who made the fan art stuff. That's what helped keep me going. But I'm just saying, like, right now, now I'm actually going to get back into YouTube stuff. I want to focus on stuff like this. Videos like these. Videos like the, where are they? How do I go by popular? Yeah, videos like the retrospectives, the VGU videos, big projects. Like, God, that's almost 700,000 views now. That's the stuff I want to focus on. They're bigger projects that take longer to do, but they are what is most fulfilling for me. And they've historically done the best on my channel as well, right? Like, historically, it got to the point as well where just, like, pretty much most of the videos I was making, it's, like, just casual review and rapid fire review. And initially, rapid fire review was the filler content, and then that just kind of became the main thing that I was doing on my channel because I just didn't have time for the big projects. So I want to focus on just making more big projects. Even if that means I upload less frequently, I want to be able to post work that I'm proud of again, you know? Or at least, like, even if it's stuff like stream highlights, I'd like it to be something exciting. Like something fun. Kyle's champion review sometimes regularly though, but mostly champions I enjoy. Example, yeah. As you probably noticed as well, even if you just like, I think you look at the playlist. Where was it? Casual champion review. There we go. Hello. Shut up, B. You can see. Oh, you can't see. I guess I do have to just go to my channel. Rapid champion review. Then I would just be yoinking Skyen's format. There's a few exceptions, like Victor, obviously, because of the VGU, right? And I had a very controversial take on this character. And there's some, like Mordekaiser, but generally, the views for casual review have just gotten lower and lower every time. Like, it used to be like the bar was like 40 to 50,000 views was like the average they'd get. Or if it was a new champion, they'd get like close to 100. But now it became like, yeah, they'd be lucky to get 30. And you know how much revenue this makes? Take a guess. How much do you think this Orn video made? None. $2. That's the low side. It made about 60 bucks Canadian, which is not great. It's not awesome, not fantastic. It's like a couple Chipotle, yeah. What I expected, yeah. I just for the amount of time that I was putting into it, and that it was just like, I'm gonna come back to it eventually when I feel in a more, like I'm in a more stable position, and I feel like I've been able to express myself creatively more and make more videos that I really want to. So I'll jump back into it, but I want to take a break from it for a while. Food for a day. Yeah, I know. Though a lot of stuff is like different. I never made the part 2 because I got caught up in School. But these tier lists are fun to make too. But I don't know how I feel like they get repetitive, don't they? I mean I enjoy them, but it's like they get a bit repetitive. And also I have a difficulty where like I've gone back and rewatched a bunch of these videos, and I have a very difficult time. I'm doing it right now. I have a very difficult time explaining my thoughts in full. And I feel what ends up happening with these tier lists is that I end up what I'm trying to say comes off as very surface level. Does that make any sense? Whereas like if I take time to script something, then I have time to formulate my thoughts and revise them. Whereas like with this, I'm just like going out like just blabbering on. This video's gonna be satire on YouTube in general. Yeah. I don't make them nearly as often as for a while I was making a ton of them, but this was like the first one that I did in a while. Was the Arcane redesigns. Or like ones we did the what was it? The this one, the one with Sunny with all the legendary level of animations, and I feel like I know it's on my channel, but I feel like I hijacked the entire video and then didn't give Sunny enough time to say his own stuff. So it becomes a bit, you know. What can I say? I'm a bit insecure. Giovanni, he was Charisma Worthy of the Gods just because he was a bear. I don't even know why. I think I probably gave it to him because he's just a boomer, and I think it's funny. He's like, back in my day, we used to live off the land. We used to eat sticks and rocks because that's all we had. I have to watch this vid, but I saw you were live. I probably won't be live for much longer considering the internet problems. And also my voice hurts. That's one thing I need to get back into. Is being able to talk for long periods of time. My voice hurts right now. I was so silent for so long. Just sitting at my computer and drawing all day. 1,000 Scar Lines top tier. He's got great voice lines. You gotta play one game. I don't really play League on stream. And also, I'm not gonna actually play, but you can probably see if I'll just do a Swift play, right? I'll just go like, who was I playing? Victor? Yeah, sure, whatever. 4-minute queue is what it says. I have to wait 4 minutes for that. And that's what it says. Normally that takes 7 to 8 minutes. And then I get paired with Diamond and Master tier players. Because I have a high level on my account, the game naturally assumes that I'm very good at this game. Which I am not. And that was another big thing about, like, I got punished for playing during casual reviews, that the queue times were unbearably long to get into the game in the first place, and then I'm playing up against a bunch of people way above my skill level. And people say, like, you know, I'm not good at the game, but then people would like, wow, your gameplay's so bad. Yeah, but everyone in the lobby is also so much better than me. You know? It's difficult, man. It's hard. And I have to commentate over that shit, too. I have to commentate while I'm trying to play jungle. I'm over here trying to play jungle Maokai, or whatever the hell I was doing, and I'm getting invaded 24/7 because there's a bunch of sweaty master tier junglers playing Swift play, trying to get their LP from Swift play. It's like, God, man. Just let me play the game. I'm trying to commentate over it, too. It's so obnoxious. And I get punished by Riot Games for not having a Smurf. Like, how backwards is that? I get punished for not buying new accounts. It's stupid. That's my true plays. One of my Emerald. Don't be fooled by that. That's TFT, so it doesn't count. Though it means, though, that I can have my banner be the Master Tier one. But at least that one's like a game that I feel like I'm actually good at. Although I don't know about this one. I think what did I do? How far did I go? I don't even remember. Where did I peak? Is this the website? Wait a second. I don't remember if this is the right website. Yes. Will this even show from the old set? I don't even know. I don't even know. How do I go by? How do I see the old set? I'm not sure. Tactics.tools. I've heard of this. I have heard of this website. Okay, it is that? I don't think that's me. I think that's some other person. Or is that me? No. No, it is not. How many rolls did you do for the Mord skin? As many as were on the pass, so 3. And I got the banner in one of them. I think I got what? I got the banner in one of them. I got some mythic essence in the other one. And I think I got some icon in the last one. I'm not going to do any more than that. That's the money sign. That's not a hashtag. There I am. Haha. Yippee. There I am. What was my peak? Where did I peak? Hell yeah, dude. That was my peak. 236 LP in Masters. Not bad. Not bad for someone who's just got diamond usually. And then I lost twice. Then I lost twice, and then I stopped playing, and I decayed back down to 0. Which, that's not great. I know a lot on your play. Would you consider making TFT educate? I'm not the one to do, like, to educational TFT. I don't think I'd be good at that. I have a lot of bad habits. So, there's, like, I know basic fundamentals enough. That's why I can get to diamond most seasons. And I got Masters this time. That's BoxBox. I wouldn't even say that's BoxBox's thing. He hosts the tournaments and stuff. There's better people that are more about actual proper educational content. I just play for fun. Usually you can tell what I like. You can tell I didn't like set 12 that much. It explodes whenever I watch dish soap. You know what's the one shitty thing about TFT content creation, though? Is that they're all the same. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's outliers. There's Leduc, and there's Keen. And I guess BoxBox by default. But, like, all the big TFT content creators are all the same. They all talk the same. They all have the same, you know, vocal inflect. They all. I feel like they're all just clones of each other. Except just a couple of them are a bit more abrasive than others. So it becomes difficult to watch TFT content for me. That's why Leduc is like the shining star. Keen's like the guy that I watch for, you know, just for relaxing, TFT stuff. But Leduc is like that. He's like the pinnacle there. He's untouched in terms of proper content creation. I miss Magic and Mayhem. I didn't like Magic and Mayhem that much. Gotta be honest. I wasn't a big fan of it. It had the B comp, which is great. It's kind of ass most of the time, though. Someone wrote a paper on the... Yeah, that's right. The TFT accent. God, it's insufferable to listen to half the time. It's on the revival. I wouldn't. Okay, I'm not making this into a video, but I'm doing it quickly because I'm tired. But because I don't know how else to explain it, then my monkey brain will allow me to. I don't. My monkey brain does not know how to communicate without the structure of a tier list. What are these icons? What the hell is that? That's not what I'm looking for at all. That's not even any of them. Why does he talk like that? Genuine question. I don't know. That's what I mean. It's like infected the rest of the TFT content creators. Oh, I did one of these. Oh, I guess I did it in my own free time. Maybe early to tell, but I'm putting Cyber City down here, man. I don't like it. That was what would I change anything here? Fortune, push down Dragonlance. No, Dragonlance can probably go down. No. I liked it more than that one. Yeah. Whichever Reforged was sadly so asked to. I think the I'd probably put the expansion, like the mid set lower. But like base Runeterra, I freaking loved Runeterra Reforged, man. Usually what I found, and I think that's why I loved Into the Arcane so much, is that half the time the gimmick of the set is what ruins it for me. You know? Like Runeterra Reforged had the legends. I hated that. I loved everything else. Remix Rumble had headliners. I hated that. I loved everything else. Monsters Attack had like... No, I mean... No, hero augments. They were... Ugh. But then the anomaly was like really fun, but didn't feel game breaking or like this ruins everything if you... It wasn't like so radically game warping, but it was fun. Yeah, Monsters Attack had the had threats. I love threats, but hero augments were brutal, man. I hated those. I despised that. And it got a bit better with the Monsters Attack because they or the glitched out, whatever they called it. You're gonna transform mechanics for my favorite thing in TDM. Sad they turned them down for something. I know a lot of people like the big mechanics. It's just for me, it's usually like they're too game warping, and usually in my opinion, they're usually the detriment to a set, or they usually become a balancing problem. Like with set 8, like that was probably the biggest example. The one that I'll always remember from set 8 is the hero augment thing, and they had Samira, and Samira is one of the most contested units in the whole game. She's so good, and they had a professional scene, and everyone is fighting to get that Samira augment. One guy, just like he's waiting it out, he has the Samira augment, he doesn't know if to take it or not, and he's like, okay, fine, you know what, I'm not going to care that I'm contested because this augment's too good, it makes Samira too strong, I'm going to take it anyway. He takes it, and you know what he gets? He gets 4 gold instead of a Samira, because everybody rolled to get the Samira augment. There were no Samiras in the pool anymore, and he waited so long, like, so he just doesn't have a hero augment. That's fucked up, man. That's not okay. That's indicative that maybe the system's not great, or everybody forcing the Lee Sin one or the Yumi one, or just basically at every point in the game saying you don't have an option, you now have to base your entire team around this unit, especially if it's in the early games. Like you'd have to decide exactly what you're doing without flexibility now. At least if you get an emblem early, you can reforge it later on or something. So I don't know. Those are good until right to say you can roll into the same augment multiple times in a row. Yeah. I mean, they fixed that, though. They made it not quite as, what is it? They reduced the chances of that happening as much. So, It's not so bad anymore. Or I guess it wasn't so bad by the by the end of it. So one of those days, huh? Is that why I love elemental hexes? Yeah. I mean, I have fond memories of set 2. I think if I replayed set 2, I wouldn't love it nearly as much as I did. But, yeah. I like the units of that set a lot, mainly. Gildem, thank you. They've been stalking me. They're very sad. Very sad individual. That's a whole new platform. They've been on Blue Sky and Twitter and Discord. And they keep sending me that stuff. At this point, I'm not even bothered by it. I'm just like, wow, this guy's pathetic. That he just keeps doing that. Fuck that guy, yeah. Just like, wow, you really just do not have anything going on in your life, huh? That you have to make that many accounts on all those platforms to send me stuff like that. Just, I don't know. Very strange individuals. Why would they do that? I don't know. Some people are just mentally unwell. And I don't want to like pose a thing that I'm like a pinnacle of virtue or whatever. I'm not. You know, I make mistakes too, obviously. That's actually the one thing that I like kind of circle back a bit actually about casual review. One thing that I really did enjoy as the series went on is that people who watched it were not afraid to completely disagree with everything I said and post a comment about it, but be respectful. And I thought, this is great. This is like ideal for me. That people can watch and like enjoy what I have to say about something, but they don't immediately decide to parrot it. And if they don't agree, they can do like they can explain why rationally in a respectful way. We can just have a healthy conversation. It was great. Like I love that with the series by that point. Like it made it fun. It made it feel like I was having like an engaging conversation with you guys. Yeah, like just seeing other people's their other point of views, right? And not be afraid that they'll get shot down. Like if you don't agree with what I said in this video, then you're not welcome. You're like, you know, stupid shit like that. Unless it's hateful, then that I don't tolerate. But if it's just like we're having, you know, back and forth about Nocturne's design or whatever, it's like, actually, I think Nocturne is really cool. Here's why. Awesome, man. That's great. I like that a lot. Yeah, talking openly and just not. There's also like I think like a lot of issues that YouTubers will run into. I've had to kind of learn this because I was a YouTube watcher for a very long time, so I kind of have like both sides of the experience of just like people who will watch a YouTuber and then just parrot all their opinions. I think Donkey made a video about that actually. That's like, listen, I know everyone's been waiting for me to make a video about this so that they can have so that they know their opinion. Stuff like that. So, you express your opinion. How dare you? Exactly. People who don't find Malzahar boring, which blew my mind in the comments. Yeah, there's somebody. I mean, Sirhayan, Rioter, friend of mine. It's his main. Like he mains Malzahar and Annie, and like pretty much all the mages that I think are boring as sin, and they're all his favorites. But he doesn't take it to heart, you know. Me saying I find Malzahar boring, I'm not attacking him directly. It's a fictional character. So I hope that at least like that can continue, you know, that people can find enjoyment in what I make, but you know, they don't feel like they have to agree with me in that way, and don't feel scared if they don't, I guess, or don't feel that I don't make people angry, I guess. I've done that before, or like especially a lot of my earlier videos, I'd be a lot more sarcastic and inflammatory with what I was saying, or speak more matter-of-factly. I want to make sure that when people watch my stuff, they know it's coming from me, you know. It's like, this is what I think. You don't have to say it's exactly. I will get things wrong plenty of times. So, that's a big ramble. But that's hopefully my philosophy going forward. And also why I want to focus a lot more on videos that are just enjoyable for me, like the season rewinds and big projects and stuff. So, now it's our Annie and Cinder right here. So there you go. See? Or I think some people, you know, Scooch, right? We're friends. Scooch thinks Ivern is creepy as shit, and he hates him. Does that mean Scooch hates me? No. And I don't know if I to assume that he does because he just doesn't like the champion that I do, because the champion is not me. So it's all different stuff. I think people are just too angry these days. We need to chill out a little bit. Do we get food fight tactics? I think we get like an anime themed set in the next one. I think it was like Cyber City, then some anime tournament thing, and then another Runeterran based set. I think, which those are usually my favorite ones because it's easy to tell who's who. We know you're secretly Ivern, of course. They're boring with Lois means you're less likely to. Yeah, it's. I mean, you know, it's playstyle. People like that. There's playstyles for everybody. I mean, I just have the thing where my playstyle's all over the goddamn place. You know, Ivern, sit back with the shields, Daisy, Skarner, run in, big tank. I like a lot of big tanks, but I also like the speed Lily. I like artillery mage, Kog'Maw, battle mage, Swain, like Rost and AP Nunu and Lux and Jin. Got a lot of variants in the characters I like. Or Lauren Solio or Ilawi. So, a lot of characters are there. I wanted this stupid bar out of here, though, man. Get it out of here. Probably very Soul Fighter inspired. Yeah, I'd imagine. Soul Fighter is going to be like a premier trait, considering it hasn't been in a TFT set yet. So, everyone likes ASO. Oh yes, everyone likes it. I have not played the new game mode on PvE, but I'll play it when it actually comes to live servers for sure. Catch ended with Orin, literally my favorite champion. Yeah. You know what's shitty? Is that the Pantheon casual review, I got a pentakill. I think. I'm fairly certain I got a pentakill. Why did I type in pentakill? Right, it was 2 games. I don't want to spoil the commentary. I swear I got a... Was it this one? No. It was the other game. This one. I believe I did get a pentakill. Right? Was this? Yeah. Yeah, I got a penta. So that would have been more poetic to like take a break from the series after getting a pentakill. I don't remember how it happened though. I don't even know how that guy died. Clearly all these kills were very earned, I guess. Pentakill with Ornn would be crazy. I don't even know how that would happen. How did you get a pentakill on Ornn? Oh yeah, and then I think I ulted to the Garen to guy just abandoned getting the Nexus to go get the pentakill. And Warwick was actually like a cool. He was like, he just let me have it. What a cool guy. Thanks, Vander. That would have been a cool way to end the series. Unfortunately, that game was so short that I ended up doing a game 2, so technically that video wouldn't have even ended on the pentakill. But I was watching. Oh yeah, definitely. That's the skill level I'm at for sure. Yep. Anyway, I think that'll do it for me for today, fellas. I think, yeah, should be Spirit Blossom Beyond rapid fire review tomorrow. And then I don't know when the big project video is going to be done, but I'm going to be working on it now. And yes, there should be some good big projects on the way soon. So yeah, I'm going to go take a little sleep because I've been awake since 12 a.m. It is currently 4 p.m. So it's bedtime for me. Thank you, fellas, for stopping by the stream, for all the bits, all the subs, and hopefully I can get internet issues fixed because that was upsetting. So thank you, fellas. Have a good night, morning, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.